guys, how's it going? It's your favorite ex-train wreck here, and if you haven't heard about this drama that's currently going on TikTok,
Bella,
where have you been, Loca? Imagine you are someone who is so obsessed and in love with Korean culture that you end up very much planning on, at some point, having a half Korean baby. You then realize that life in Korea as a foreigner, as an immigrant, ain't it. You go back to your home country and you end up meeting a Korean man there. You end up splitting up with the baby daddy. You have your half Korean child in Germany, and then you go and vote for the most conservative political party in your country. The kind of political party that wants to cut funding that you depend on as a single mother. The type of political party that claims that children who are raised by single mothers are disadvantaged. The type of party that says, oh, our white German children are surrounded by these foreign children, poor children. Our children deserve better. Yeah, well, you be this person right here, okay? And the law is just too long to, it would have to be like an hour long. But let me give you the quick rundown of what's going on over on TikTok. Specifically German TikTok, because a lot of it is in German and I decided to make a English speaking TikTok to bring awareness about this.
Imagine baby trapping a Korean guy, giving birth to a half Korean child, and then voting for an anti-foreigner conservative political group. This is the messy drama that's currently happening in German life in Korea TikTok. You guys know I'm messy, and apparently so does the algorithm. I'm Swiss, therefore I speak German. There's no English speaking TikTokers speaking about this, but I don't want language to hold you guys back from hearing the tea. Girly Pop literally went to Korea, became an immigrant, spoke out about the hardships of being an immigrant, got knocked up by a local, went back home to go raise her child by herself as a single mother, and then voted for a political party called AfD. They have a reputation. One of AfD's main points is like, oh, we need to get the foreigners out, like our poor white German kids are surrounded by immigrant children that aren't German. And I'm gonna tag a creator that spoke more in depth about this so you can really know what they are all about. But girly, they're talking about your son. Your son is one of those undesirable kids that they don't want around their German/white kids. You voted for a political party that blames single mothers, people like you, on why there is a social decline in Germany. You voted for a political group that believes that your son is negatively impacted because you are a single mother. You voted for a political group that if they were in charge would get rid of the welfare system for single mothers. You, people like you! She made a post saying that what this creator said about her is in fact not true. But not the part where she voted for a group that would take women's rights away. No. She didn't baby trap a Korean man. I don't think that's the focus of this whole thing here. It's not very feminist to go against another woman. Girly Pop, you voted against women's rights. Why are you bringing feminism into this? The people that you support do not believe in feminism. Women support women until you vote against women's rights. That's how that works.
Because this subject is kind of close to my heart. So this topic definitely has also like a personal aspect, something that I feel like I can speak to as someone who has grown up around family members who, you know, would refer to me as one of the good ones or loved me despite me not being completely looking like them, shall I say. It's always interesting when someone has an online scandal and like multiple people come out and speak against you. I don't want a dogpile, and I do want to point out, I don't want there to be bullying. I want this to be an open conversation. Maybe this turns into a learning situation for this girl, especially hearing different opinions and maybe even, you know, people like me who are mixed and grew up with people like her. But yeah, a lot of her ex-friends came out, and pretty much all of them have sat there and said like, hey, I used to be friends with her, but I decided to end my friendship because of her extreme views, especially against foreigners. Now you would be like, wait a minute, wasn't she a foreigner back in Korea? Yeah, and she was very vocal about the fact that she did not like living as a foreigner, as an immigrant in Korea, which is why she ended up going back home to her home country. So for her to then end up voting for a political party that is staunchly against foreigners is crazy. Well, not as crazy, because I have been shown screenshots by one of her ex-friends of her pattern of behavior when it comes to foreigners in Germany that she comes across. I was asked not to show the screenshot, so I won't, but essentially in the screenshots she's telling her friend like, oh my god, I was walking and I saw this foreign person and they were speaking foreign with each other. She didn't say the language, she just said they were speaking foreign with each other, like, oh, I wish they could just go away, or something along those lines, right? So this is who she is. And mind you, she goes to a Korean church, okay, where they do the service in Korean. So it seems like she is one of these people that, you know, has this idea of these are good foreigners and these are bad foreigners. For her, clearly Koreans, maybe East Asians in general, are the good foreigners, hence why she has allowed herself to be impregnated by one. I would love to know which foreigners she doesn't like. I have a pretty good idea, but you know, let's not speculate. So I keep talking about this political party, so let's quickly go into what they are all about. They are called the AfD, which is a political party that shares a lot of similarities with America and the Conservative Party over there, and the values that they share over there as well. One of the many things that they talk about is that they want to reduce the amount of foreigners in Germany. If they were in charge, they would also cut funding for single mothers. They want the nuclear family to come back to Germany. Remember, this girl is a single mother, and she voted for them. The political party has also said many times that the reason why there is a social decline in Germany is due to single motherhood. Again, I can't fathom how and why someone would vote for a political party that would take away your money, the funding that you get from the government, would discriminate against your son, who is, I'm going to assume, not white passing. She does blur, thank God, she does blur her son's face. However, from what I understand, he does look mixed. Just from a personal standpoint, I do very much understand how this might sound bad, but I personally do think that not everyone is perhaps suited or sensitive enough to have children who are not the same race as you. One day she's going to have to deal with the fact that someone called her son a slur. She's going to have to deal with the fact that he will be treated differently. And just from speaking to my other mixed friends, we notice this pattern where certain family members, it doesn't have to be our parents, it can be, you know, aunts, uncles, cousins, sometimes they see us, they see past the race, and they don't because they think like, oh no, like they are family, they're like, she's Annie, right? She's not some mixed race black woman or a black woman, she's Annie. But that's not how the world sees us, okay? The world sees what they see, which is we don't look like them. I think this girl hasn't quite realized this yet. She sees her son as her son, but the rest of the world sees his race first, sees the way that he looks first. And for her to be voting for a party that says there's too many foreign looking children in school, they're talking about her son. And if you look at her content, it is very much trad wife coded. Very much, oh, I'm a Christian, I go to Sunday service, she goes to church regularly. Mind you, like I said, to a Korean church. And I'm very much interested, how would the Koreans, who are immigrants, some of them first generation, would feel about her, like, they're gonna have to go to that church, but like the party that she voted for definitely doesn't want them in the country either. You know what I mean? And again, from ex-friends, I have heard that allegedly, people in that church are kind of just like, why is she there? And also, like, okay, yes, I understand, good for you that you want your son to speak the language and whatnot, but her son, I believe, doesn't even speak yet. He's still a toddler. I remember being dragged to churches when I was younger and being like, please, I want this to be over. This is so boring. And it was a Croatian speaking church. Like, my mom did try and do the same thing, but I remember just being like, this is so boring. My Croatian did not improve because of those church services. So food for thought. There has been an assertion that she is going to these churches to find herself a man, a Korean man specifically, so take that with a grain of salt. It's honestly just very sad to see the hypocrisy and the mindset of someone like that. Your child is mixed race, you're a single mother, you're unmarried, you're absolutely everything that the AFD hates and despises and wants to get rid of. So I'm a little confused. I think we're all a little confused. And mind you, with her content, she has been very outspoken about being pro-life. From what I've heard, these are just rumors, but she is very much in the market in finding a rich man. She has been found on special father websites, but that's allegedly. One ex-friend even described a time where they went to a Christmas party. She put on a playlist that had a Nazi-esque name. The playlist that she put on, she thought it was hilarious. She named the playlist a Nazi term. So there's that. I hope she snaps out of it. She seems very young. I hope that she grows up some more and just takes care of her son. And like I said, as someone who has this like mixed kid trauma, unfortunately it is a canon event, having at least one racist family member. It's just sad that it's the mother. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this quick little video. I just wanted to catch you guys up on what's happening on German drama TikTok. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you think about all of this. And yeah, like I said, see you in the next one. Bye.